charmed to see everyone. Welcome to Start Player 1. I'm Brandon Knight.
And I'm Shirayuki.
Remember, we're playing Code Realize Bouquet of Rainbows. Last time we left off, Twilight is now chasing after Shirayuki and Saint Germain.
Several of the men take cautious stances. There is no room to run in the narrow alley. Just as Lupin and Van Helsing taught me, I quickly check my surroundings. Saint Germain, I can buy us some time in this restricted space. I have a small smoke bomb in my pocket. Victor has given it to me just in case something happens. I close my hand around it as I continue. I distract them. Can you get past them and get help from the others?
Oh? So you're telling me to desert you and flee?
Their objective is to capture me, but they might kill you.
I appreciate your concern, but don't worry. These men are incapable of killing me.
What? Without holding a single weapon, Saint Germain steps in front of me. The Twilight soldiers hold up their swords threateningly. Count, watch out! The instant I shout this, a large wooden box slams into one of the soldiers from the side. He caroms into another soldier and they both go down. The Twilight troops respond quickly. The other soldiers spin around and disappear into the darkness of the alley. The fallen soldiers are up in an instant and follow the rest.
Retreat of an encounter introduces an unknown element. It seems that their fear of being caught and possibly disclosed information is greater than the desire to capture us. But what just happened?
A new figure appears from around the corner as if waiting for a cue.
Long time no see, my lady. I'm glad to see you unhurt.
You.
Oh, do you know one another?
Not really. He's a mystery man who got in the way of our plan to capture Finis. Lupin had a really tough time with him.
Ahaha! You speak the truth as if I'm a villain. In this situation, I should be seen as the hero who saved you.
Thank you, I guess.
I see. How funny that we encounter you here again. It's as if you've been following us to begin with. I'll leave that to your imaginations, sir.
But why did you save us? You were trying to stop us before.
It's a detective's job to prevent crime. This is what I like to say. But I'm actually off duty right now. It wasn't work that motivated me to act. If I may so add, laddie, does a gentleman need a reason to come rescue a lady?
I see. He continues speaking without hesitation. Herlock Sholmes suddenly stops to take a breath, then faces us.
Now, as this gentleman is no doubt already aware, it's no coincidence that I'm already here. I was following both of you, and those who left us just now. Those who just left just now. I see. So you were following us. You were following Twilight, who's following us. We had two tails. Indeed. There are so many things I'd like to ask about Twilight folks. But first, you two.
Sholmes makes a gesture to indicate that he is thinking.
Within the past few days, a number of treasures said to have been owned by the vampires were stolen, along with quite a big fortune. The items were stolen using brilliant techniques. This was the work of your friend Lupin, wasn't it?
My eyes dart about at this unexpected question. If someone like Sholmes finds out it was Lupin's doing, then he's going to be caught. I take a few deep breaths. I calm myself down so that I can speak a cool demeanor while we speak. And then, I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. My words stumble out awkwardly.
You're quite the poor liar on that, Missy. Your genuine nature is one of the best things about you, but I must eventually teach you how to conceal your thoughts.
Please do. While our conversation remains light, Saint Germain gently moves in front of me as if to protect me.
And now that you know this fact, what are you going to do with this? I don't intend to do anything. This was simply to confirm the facts. I would have been fine if you denied it. But this young lady here, now that I think on it, I was never properly introduced. Since we've been happily reunited, it would please me to know your name, Missy.
Shirayuki. Since I have no reason to turn him down, I simply state my name. He twerks his mouth as if chewing on something and nods seemingly satisfied.
I committed your name to my memory, Missy. Thank you, Shirayuki. Back to what we were talking about. The culprit of those thefts is one of your friends. For now, you're not my enemy. As I said earlier, I'm off duty right now, just as an average citizen, enjoying this day off. You say for now, which means there may be a possibility that you will become our enemy in the future. Yes, quite. We'll be enemies starting tomorrow morning, to be exact. I received requests to assist Scotland Yard, as well as one from the military. Seems the British government has spared no expense in attempting to capture the violent criminal Victor Frankenstein. There's permission to kill him on the spot if necessary.
No.
Twilight and the military have quite similar tactics. Whose requests are you going to accept? I always stand by the law, even if it means the law is unjust. That's how we maintain order in society. Although I have yet to find out their true intentions, I will gladly cooperate with them if it means the law is upheld. Your philosophy is on justice is the polar opposite of Lupin's. Said Lupin. A German thief who adheres to his own definition of justice. If we allowed his methods to continue, then the masses may emulate his ways. I believe it would leave us all with chaos.
Lupin wouldn't do something like that.
I wonder. What are the results? A crime is a crime, Missy. Either way, I just wanted to give you a warning.
A warning?
Yes. If I'm forced to seriously come after you, I will uncover your location and your schemes in no time flat. Suggest you leave Britain as soon as possible. I see. There may be actually another option.
Saint Germain glances over at me and relaxes.
But I refrain from that one. You did save our lives. I will take your warning to heart.
Sholmes nods.
Then if you excuse me, the next time we meet, it'll probably be as enemies. Don't take it personally.
With this, Sholmes leaves us.
What an unexpected encounter.
Yes. I continue to look in the direction he left, and I wonder why. Even though they look nothing alike, I feel like Sholmes and Lupin have something in common.
I thought Sholmes and Saint Germain were very common.
Yeah. Hey Saint Germain, don't you think that Sholmes and Lupin are alike?
Those two? Let me think. Both feel an immense responsibility for their actions and have unwavering confidence in themselves. Perhaps this stands as a common ground between them.
You're right. They share that extreme self-confidence. I'm not in agreement with his accurate point.
Though that may be, it's probably best not to mention any similarities to Lupin.
Why not?
When you escaped that train, it seemed that the detective Sholmes was toying with Lupin quite a bit.
Toying? Sholmes, not Lupin?
Yes, he was quite upset about it. They barely managed to escape with Impei's help, but he was angry that the whole ordeal caused a delay in your rescue.
He toyed with Lupin? That Sholmes person must be very skilled.
It certainly looks like he would be a tricky one to handle. It does seem like our complications have been taken care of. Shall we go?
I nod in response, but Saint Germain begins walking in a complete different direction than back to the mansion. Saint Germain, are we being followed again? I want to catch up him and lower my voice to ask when he stops and laughs.
That's not it. Do you remember why we came out here in the first place?
Oh, shopping. The Count smiles and nods at my response. Because we had to buy everything all over again, the sun had has already set by the time we make it back to the mansion. Then report what had happened to us. When the topic turns to Sholmes, Lupin's expression becomes one of pure disdain.
So that pesky trickster is joining the opposition. That's troublesome. Still, he's no match against me. Still, though, he's troublesome. Nope, no, it's really no big deal. It isn't. But he's really getting involved, huh? Your pride seems to be having a very public battle of your actual feelings. You must have really had a tough time during the abduction mission. That's what happens when you fight using methods that lack any depth. Consider it a lesson learned. Shut up! I got away, so I won. You were about to be caught when I got to you. You were all, Ippei saved me already. Not true. I was merely acting hysterical to confuse the enemy. I was playing my miraculous escape from there. I think it's only natural that the escaper is at a greater advantage when trying to flee a small place like a train. His surprise the gentleman thief won't let him get over it.
After we finish reporting most of what happened, the biggest problem remaining is Victor's wanted notice. What should we do? Would it be best if we just shut ourselves in the mansion?
If we do that, they'll eventually detect our location and surround us. True. This location would be easily found if both the military and the yard are looking for us, on top of Twilight. Then, should we escape London and set up a hideout somewhere else? That's not a bad idea, but it's going to interfere with our search for information on Isaac. Therefore, nowhere else is as good. What? There's nothing we can do? No, there's one way.
Victor looks up at us all, and everyone's eyes are on him.
Listen carefully, Shirayuki. I think Twilight and Finis are searching for you independently of each other. I don't think the British government is involved with the search for you. Good point. The government was looking for her, then they probably would have expanded their forces in the first place. Wait a second there. Wasn't it the Queen's Guard who was trying to kidnap her in the first place? I believe that Finis used his position to use him for his own purpose. Think about it. Even though they failed to capture her, the government hasn't launched any sort of investigation. Oh. That means there's only one who the government is after. It's me.
Victor says this with a great deal of force behind his words. Saint Germain's voice hardens a little.
Victor, are you considering turning yourself in?
Turning himself in? Is Victor willing to sacrifice himself to divert the government's attention away from us? Even though we are fugitives at this point, I don't want to think about handing him over so easily. That would be saving ourselves at your expense. I don't like that. Impei agrees with my intentional negative reaction.
I wouldn't be able to sleep with that on my conscience. I'm against it too.
In response to our protest, Victor smiles and grimly waves his hand.
No, that's not it. I can't let myself be captured just yet. There's still something I need to do. And what is that? Oh, it's really nothing relevant right now. The point is, I feel that I have a way to negotiate with the government to get them to stop chasing us. Negotiate with the government? That's a pretty outlandish idea. So, if I decide to move forward with your negotiation idea, who would we speak to? Reckless words won't get you any help.
Victor slowly shakes his head at Van Helsing's challenge.
It's fine. I'm not saying this out of desperation. I know we have a good chance.
He quietly sighs and turns to us with determination.
I'm gonna get Victoria on our side. Victoria! You don't mean Queen Victoria? Yes, that's exactly who I mean. As I mentioned before, Queen Victoria wants to capture me. She wants certain knowledge that I have. But her greatest fear is that this knowledge will be leaked to the other countries. If what I know gets out, the current international situation could be overturned and the place in Britain a difficult situation. International situation? That's a large stage you speak of. So, you're thinking of approaching Queen Victoria, using this knowledge as a bargaining chip? Yes. In exchange for not spreading my secrets to other countries, I will ask her to guarantee our safety and freedom. I'll expose to her that Twilight is after us as well, and have her restrict Venus's actions so we're not targeted. That way, we can resolve all the problems surrounding us at once. And what is this knowledge? I can't tell you.
I wonder why. I thought I saw a dark shadow cross Victor's face when this was brought up.
No matter. If you're that confident, then you probably should stand a good chance of success.
I wonder if it was that one time with the dream he had.
Yeah, I think so too, where they've either tested poison on people or he created some weapon of destruction. We know that.
Yeah.
If you get results, I have no complaints about the method involved.
But Victor, this isn't something that can be done easily, right? There must be a reason why you've been running all this time without doing this.
You're very perspective. You're right, Shirayuki. Something that I've been considering, but Queen Victoria is the highest ranking politician. If she doesn't agree, I'll probably be locked up in some research lab, never to see the light of day again. That's why I escaped. Are you sure you're not going to have the most dangerous role if you're trying to use yourself as a negotiation piece? You're going to have the most dangerous role. That's fine. I don't want to cause trouble for all of you.
I can see a strong light in Victor's gentle eyes behind his glasses.
Victor and Finis, we're up against the most powerful people in the country. If we miss this opportunity, we'll be swallowed up by their power in the blink of an eye. The more time passes, the tighter the new Twilight the military and the police is creating will be. Before they catch us, we have to make the first move. That naturally puts all of you in a dangerous position as well. I know it's a lot to ask, but I need your help.
We all look at one another and then...
Why not? I'm in. We need a breakthrough either way. If you say you're ready to take this on, I have no objections. Then I'm in too. It would be totally lame if we get caught and didn't even try to put up a fight before we get thrown into prison. You don't even need to ask me. Life as a refugee was getting pretty cramped. I was becoming bored with it. If we have a means to free ourselves of the situation, we should go for it, no matter what. Then I shall cooperate as well, though I don't think there's much I can do.
I'm fine if that's what Victor wants.
Thank you, everyone. I promise I will repay you all for this kindness.
Victor says this with his usual smile, but for some reason looks to me like his smile is forced. The next night, I sit alone at my desk, writing. I'm reviewing emergency first aid methods and gun construction plans Victor and Van Helsing taught me respectively. If I can remember my first aid properly, I can avoid any confusion in the heat of the moment. And knowing a gun's construction can lead to knowing how to handle an opponent who is carrying a gun. None of this knowledge is for direct application, but knowing it will help me make calm decisions when the time comes. That is what I've been told, anyway. I wonder how long it's been. I stretch a little and open the window to let the night breeze in. Then, Victor. I see Victor out in the yard. Whatever he's thinking, he's just sitting silently unmoving. I consider what to do for a while, then decide to join him in the yard. There is something I want to tell him. and when I arrive, Victor still doesn't show any indication that he'll move. I tried waiting for a little while, but nothing changes, so I decide to speak up. Aren't you going to sleep, Victor?
Whoa!
It seems he didn't notice me walk up so close to him. He almost drops his book in surprise. Oh, sorry, I didn't think I'd scare you so much.
Oh, sorry about that. I was just thinking about something and didn't realize you were there. What are you doing here? Did you come to feel the night breeze?
I was studying in my room when I saw you out here.
You were studying this late? It's good that you're enthusiastic about learning, but don't overwork yourself.
Alright, but it's fun to review all the things that everyone has taught me and very beneficial as well.
I see. You're a hard worker. I need to be the same way.
Thank you?
Huh? For what?
For thinking about everyone. If your suggestion works out, it'll guarantee safety for all of us. Then it'll be easier to find something about Father.
It's nothing. I'm just thinking about my own safety.
Even so, it's still going to save us all as a result. That's why I wanted to thank you. Thank you, Victor.
You shouldn't be thanking me. I'm a horrible person.
I don't understand why he would say this or what is so horrible about him. I think you're a very respectable person. Victor looks so incredibly sad that I want to make him smile somehow. You're very kind and considerate and smart and courageous. I respect you so much.
That's so kind of you to say. I never thought anyone would say that to me.
Victor smiles his usual smile, but it seems like an act and more fragile than ever.
Alright, let's call it a night. Staying up this late isn't good for any of us.
Alright, let's go. I'm worried about Victor, but it's probably not my place to step in any further than I already have. I turn around and see Victor still sitting in the same spot. Victor, aren't you going to your room?
Alright, I just thought maybe I'll sit here and think for a little while longer.
Would it be alright if I sat next to you?
Why?
Just because.
Just because, huh?
Victor laughs, and this time his smile is very natural. The next day.
Alright, everyone. There's no time to like the present. I scrapped together all the information I could to create our plan.
Lupin is speaking to us as we gather around the dining table for breakfast. The dark circles under its eyes are probably due to that hard work.
So, as to how we'll accomplish the goal of getting Victor to negotiate with the Queen of Victoria. For starters, the biggest problem is finding a way to meet her.
Could we send her a letter? It would be safe.
That would most likely be difficult. If we can't trust the messenger, it's doubtful that the letter would reach her. Right. It probably wouldn't be effective. When you set out to blackmail someone, you need to make it clear you have power. We need a method that will make them think that we won't go down easy. We have to make ourselves look strong, even if it's fake. Make ourselves look strong. How exactly do we go about that? Stop being vague and just give us an example. In short, we're going to raid Buckingham Palace and confront Her Majesty the Queen in person. A raid? What are you crazy? You're going to turn the entire country against us. Wait, Impey. Knowing Lupin, there's a chance of success here, isn't there?
Lupin smiles confidently and spreads a large blueprint across the table.
This is the layout of Buckingham Palace. It's the center of the administration and the royal family's personal residence. Queen Victoria usually stays within the heavily guarded palace, so we never be able to reach her directly. In any sense, she's tougher to get to than Venice. However, there will be an opportunity coming up when Victoria will make a public appearance for a knighting ceremony.
What is that exactly?
I want to stop it right there. Alright, so we're getting our game plan, and now we're going to go confront the Queen of England. using Lupin's idea. It's bold. I like it. But as always, guys, like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button down below. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next Starfloater 1 episode. Bye!